Novoselsky, and I am a mindset mentor, traveling yogi, spiritual nomad, and life coach. Today I am here in Jakarta, Indonesia, and it is quite a busy city if you can't tell already with all of the motorbikes going by. We've been stuck in traffic for many hours now, and to be quite honest and transparent with you, it's been a very frustrating day here in Jakarta because we have a car and we're trying to find parking to go get some food, but every parking lot we go to is full. And we wanted to just go to Cafe Batavia, but we couldn't cut through Kota Tua. There was a gate and we had to go all the way, and they were telling us that we had to go all the way around. We were like, you know what? No, we don't want to do that. So we stopped here at Kopi Kenangan to get a little drink. And I think this is the perfect time to talk about how to stay grounded in a big city. If you don't know, I am actually from Chicago, Illinois, in the United States. And I worked in a corporate job for 2 years before moving to Indonesia. It was kind of a little bit of a similar vibe here. Lots of tall buildings, lots of people, lots of traffic, lots of noise. All of my senses were always going off. There was just constant stimulation. And I found it very difficult to tune into myself. And I found myself just doing things for the sake of doing them. I was in a job that I absolutely hated just to make money, just so that I could eat, pay rent, and then do everything over the next day. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I wanted to give 3 tips today on how to find inner peace while living in a big, noisy city. If you're not living in a big, noisy city, these also are really good tips just to come back and connect to yourself. So stay tuned for all of the tips on how to find that inner peace. Tip number 1, if you have a really busy day, it is super important to carve out time for yourself. This is so important because you are dedicating time. You're telling yourself that I appreciate you, self, and I'm giving you time to recharge, rest, and relax. So even though everything was super frustrating this morning and we had all that traffic, we stopped for coffee at Kopi Kenangan. And this is really important because now I'm getting to sit, I'm getting to relax, and I'm getting to recharge. So always carving out time. Maybe it's 10 minutes in your morning to meditate. Maybe it's 10 minutes on your lunch to paint or take a breath, go for lunch just to kind of get out of all the madness. Or maybe it's in the evening, whatever it is, making sure that you're dedicating time to yourself. That is so important so that you don't get caught up in the whirlwind of your day, of just constantly churning and burning, going it day in, day out. You're doing something that gives you joy, and you can look forward to that every day, looking forward to your you time every single day. So I'm gonna go take my little coffee break, and come with me, and we're gonna come back for tip number 2. Happy times after a frustrating couple. Tip number 2 to finding inner peace in a big, noisy city. As you can see, we have lots of traffic and motorbikes behind me, but you can always come back to your breath. Coming back to your breath is a wonderful way to really let go of all of the noise and all of the thoughts. So taking a nice big breath in, you can place one hand on your stomach, one hand on your chest, and just slowly inhale. Fill the stomach with air, and exhale, release. You can do this while you're walking, and you don't even have to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. You just be walking and remembering to come back to your breath. Releasing that big exhale, really thinking about this with intention. When you are exhaling, you're letting go of everything that has been bothering you, all of the stress, all of the frustrations. You're shaking it out, and you can even like shake it off of your hands as well. So lots of times in big cities you are walking around, so this is a great way to connect back to yourself just by tuning into your own breath. It sounds really simple, but that's why I recommend you just trying it and see how it goes. Just intentionally, consciously tuning into your breath no matter where you are. Try it yourself before we go into tip number 3. Okay, so we talked about doing something that you really enjoy, carving out time for yourself so that you're looking forward to spending time with yourself and you're looking forward to some time in your day. We also talked about breathing to come back to your body. Always coming back to your body is super important. And now tip number 3 is being present and finding gratitude. So it's kind of a 2-part tip for tip number 3, but being present. So even in this big city, can you take a moment and really ground yourself into this space and see what you feel, see what you hear, see what you smell, see what's around you? So for example, right now, I'm hearing all of the trucks, I'm hearing all of the motorbikes, I'm seeing all of these different cars, I'm seeing the stands, the food stands, I'm seeing some bikes, I'm seeing the people around me. It smells a little bit like gasoline, you know, just really coming into these 5 senses to ground yourself into this present moment, which will be the jumping off point for you to find gratefulness and gratitude. So I'm really grateful that I get to be in this big city. I'm grateful that there are food stands, colorful food stands. I'm grateful that I get to meet different people that are different than I am, so I can have a different perspective on life. I'm grateful that I get to travel and be here. I'm grateful that I have a job. Whatever it is, you can use this present moment to really ground yourself in gratitude, because that is where inner peace really stems from, is by going inward and finding gratefulness for the present moment. Ooh, amazing. So maybe making a list of, you can even write down, you can journal. Maybe if you're commuting, if you're in a car, if you're on a train, you can make that list of things that you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. And you can write down some things you're grateful for. However, if you don't have a journal, you can also just list them out in your head, bringing yourself back to this present moment. Amazing. So these were my 3 tips of how to find some inner peace in a big, busy city. If you want more, this was just a little tidbit, but if you want more on how to live a more fulfilling life and really, truly change your mindset to find inner peace, definitely check out my course. I have a course that really goes in depth on how to change your perspective and change your mindset to live a more fulfilling life that you really, fully, truly enjoy. So definitely check that out. Links in the description below. And so these were my 3 tips of gifting yourself time for yourself, always coming back to yourself. And number 2, coming back to your breath. When in doubt, breathe it out, come back to yourself, regulate your nervous system. And number 3 is being present and finding that gratitude and gratefulness. Of course, there's way more to this, and as always, we can debrief that in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Definitely comment below some of your thoughts. I love hearing from you. And subscribe to my channel for more tips, more travel adventures, more yoga, and more meditations. I look forward to seeing you on more of my videos. Thank you so much. Much love. Bye.